And we are underway in Buffalo. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
In motion right comes Allen. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try to protect this quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. 2nd and 11.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. He completes it to Jones.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now a first down carry by Jones. A gain of 3, second down.
The Bills at 6-2 to start play. And they come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll set up to throw.
He gets this one complete to Bowden.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is Anderson over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
First and goal from the 3.
In motion goes the tight end. Now Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Jones is in. Touchdown, Bills.
So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
No problem there on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable third down, 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in, and it makes it hard to defend.
They'll run on first down. Winslow. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Like you. Hey, no steal. Hey, check Mega.
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he gets it up past the 35.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Ready, quick. Number 38. Practice, sit.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Back to throw here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returnable here from the 38. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. And let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
The tight end in motion right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Bills 10, Lions 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
fielded at the 43. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They really struggled in the first half, but they've made some adjustments looking better in the second half. But sometimes do we overanalyze? Is it always adjustments, or sometimes is it guys just sticking better to the game plan? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Striker, 3-3. Red, cycle.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Right, 97.
He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 35. From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll look to throw now on first down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
There he goes, right side. 30, 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touch. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Lions 21, Bills 10.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. That'll be caught by Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got him. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Lions take over first down at their own 33-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On second down now, Winslow. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Okay, ready? Go,
On third down, Winslow. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline to talk over what to do next. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
On second down, it's Jones.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He's back to throw. This is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go, Pat. I got a 52. One way. One shot.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And Allen's got it. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making a